Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum. And that means peace be upon you. This video is just sort of like testing video, just to see how to put this to work for the benefits of others and all of us to benefit from it. I've never done this before, as you can tell probably. And I'm not recording myself because, well, there's two reasons. One is that I don't want my ego to be fed, because sometimes when we record ourselves, our face, we might get self-conscious in a good way, or we could get self-conscious in a bad way, which is also works of ego. And I'm right now working on my ego to lessen it, to make it. Sometimes I say to kill my ego, but you don't want to really kill your ego, because we need our ego. It's part of our self-defense system. But we definitely want to control our ego, because ego is not your amigo. It's 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 complicated. You all know what I'm talking about. And in Islam, it's called nafs. Ego is nafs. Sometimes it's translated as soul, but it's not soul. It's part of the soul. It's part. It's integral part of the soul. And it's a messy part of the soul. Yeah, anyways, so yeah, that's why I'm not recording myself. And I'm just testing if this pretty picture works, if you guys like it. See, it's a 3D. It's actually something amazing, but I'm still not good at moving around, so I'll just stay still for a while and let you enjoy the first version of this photo or picture. And I will just keep talking now. So yes, as I said in the beginning, I said salam, which means peace. And those who are listening to this video who are of believers in the Quran, they will know what this is our greeting. This is what we say every day. But those of you who are not aware what it means, now you know. It means peace. I wish you all peace, and it means peace with yourself. It means peace with your creator. And of course, it means peace with other people and animals and nature, and peace with everything. And what better greeting can it be than to wish you peace? So I will be starting probably every one of my videos with that greeting. And as we hopefully get further on with this, if I'm any good at this, I hope to get better, of course, it will be like to teach you more about teachings of peace. But we will concentrate on one subject, and through that subject we can learn more generally about this peace and how to achieve it. But generally the subject will be twin souls, twin flames, whatever you call it, or split souls, which is going to be a phrase that I will probably use here and there, because for all of you who came here through a search words or keywords on Google, such as twin flames, twin flame union, twin souls, you already know probably what it means, because you've searched for videos about it using the exact term, which means you know something about it, you heard about it at least. And if you need to know more, keep on Googling because I'm not gonna go back to the explanations that others have already provided. I will give you not new explanation, but additional, more beneficial explanation and more beneficial information from the specific angle about it. And all of you who came here through search words, keywords such as Islam, love in Islam, Muslim love, peace, and Quran and love, or anything related to that specific religion, and you ran into this video about twin flames from the perspective of Islam and the Quran, I urge you please to go back. Well, actually, first put me in the bookmarks, save this video, go back to Google and just Google twin flames and get some basic information about it, and please quickly come back here and so we can start. And I want to say now that I have no script on this. I'm just talking as intro. And first thing I want to say is the Quran, the last book, the last revelation to the mankind, which followed Old Testament and the New Testament, which we collectively call the Bible. The Quran mentions twin flames as well. Yes, it does. And not just in one place, but in several places. Only we have to look closely, and I will be reading to you from the specific verses and chapters. And for those of you who've never read the Quran, please open a new window, Google Quran, and there's so many websites that contain entire Quran, and you can just search through it, or just Quran is very easy to navigate. It's a huge book. It's a revelation from God. It's very big in volume, but actually very easy to navigate. It contains 114 chapters, but they are in order, and they contain verses which are called ayah. Ayah means verse, but in certain translations it means verse because it looks like a sentence, like a verse, but actually the word ayah means a sign, a miracle, a sign, because Quran has a very, very miraculous way it was written down. No other book cannot be compared to any other works of literature, any written document or any book written by human beings. So without any further ado, we will just go with the flow. I'll go with it. As I said, none of this is scripted, and it's really my first video. So I will be reading you one at a time verse from the Quran related to twin flames, to twin flame topic, and that is, if you want, you can open a new window and find that verse and look at it by yourself, but you don't have to. But it could help. It could clarify things for you more. Anyways, if you want to do that, type in Quran with Quran. But to skip all those boring first pages that explain what the Quran actually is, you can type keyword search Quran. search as a first word and Quran as a second word. Or my favorite websites would be clearquran.com, just like one word, clear Quran with the Q.com. Or another one would be legacy.quran.com. Again, Quran, legacy.quran.com. If you do slash after com, if you do one slash, the number of the chapter that I will be mentioning, and then slash the number of the verse or ayah that I will be mentioning, you could actually hit right on the spot. Anyways, so let's start. I will start with chapter 6 of the Quran. The chapter 6 is also named Al-Anam, which means livestock. The English word animals it has its root in the Arabic word anam, al-anam, which means livestock, or the animals that are livestock. So, therefore, chapter 6 and verse 98, you can type in legacy.quran.com/6/98 and will pop up. And I will read the original transcript. وَهُوَ الَّذِي أَنْشَأَكُم مِّن نَفْسٍ وَاحِدَةٍ وَمُسْتَقَرٌّ وَمُسْتَوْدَعٌ قَدْ فَصَّلْنَا الْآيَاتِ لِقَوْمٍ يَفْقَهُونَ, which means it is He who created you from a single soul, then created your repository, then your depository, and we have made clear revelations for people who understand. This is one of the ways to translate this verse quickly, but we can go into details. وَهُوَ الَّذِي أَنْشَأَكُم is the beginning. Ansha'akum means wills. When God wills something and then He produces it, He says be to it, and it becomes. So the word could be translated as He who made you, or He who produced you, or He who created you. And then it says min nafsin wahidatin. In Arabic, nafs means soul, and wahid, it means one. So definitely this ayah is talking about single soul, one soul being split into two. And then it says mustaqarun wa musta'udaun. First word means repository and the second means depository. You will see some translations will explain repository as a womb, where we are placed for 9 months and our mother's womb. And then a depository actually means grave. It's our second womb. It's a second place where we are placed after the first life and before the everlasting life. And then the verse continues with the words قَدْ فَصَّلْنَا الْآيَاتِ لِقَوْمٍ يَفْقَهُونَ, which means that the revelations are for people who understand. So therefore, I hope that you understood so far that this verse definitely talks about twin flames, definitely talks about one soul being split and placed into two different wombs, just like many other videos about twin flames and websites about twin flames will explain to you that one person is incarnated into female and one into male.